Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, think about your absolute favorite story for just a second. How long does it actually take for that story to make you genuinely care about the characters? To introduce a massive problem, crank up the tension, and then resolve it so you feel totally emotionally satisfied at the end? 2 hours in a movie theater? Maybe a 30-minute TV episode? Well, today, we're deconstructing a script called The Missing Ball, and this brilliantly engineered little script accomplishes that entire emotional and narrative journey in literally a fraction of a minute. We're going to uncover the exact architecture required to tell a complete, resonant story in the absolute blink of an eye.
36. Now, this isn't just some random number, guys. This is the ultimate creative boundary. 36 seconds. That is literally all the time allowed in this script to establish a whole cast of characters, create a meaningful conflict, and resolve the whole shebang with genuine heart. In the storytelling world, time is absolutely your most precious resource, right? When you only have 36 seconds, every single syllable, every color choice, and every single animated frame carries massive weight. You just can't waste a millisecond on unnecessary exposition. You either hook the audience instantly, or you lose them entirely.
So let's look at Section 1. The anatomy of a micro-short, and building its structure. We often think of creativity as this boundless, free-flowing thing, but in reality, severe constraints actually breed the most brilliant creativity. When you're forced inside a super tight box, you have to engineer your way out of it. To build a story this fast, the rules governing the script have to be incredibly rigorous. First, we have a target audience of under 13, so the themes must be highly accessible. Then, there's the strict mathematical heartbeat. 6 scenes strictly paced at exactly 6 seconds each. But the absolute most crucial rule, no voiceover, 0 narrator. When you strip away a narrator, you completely lose the ability to just explain what's happening or how characters feel. The story is forced to rely purely on visual communication, simple English, and really short sentences in the dialogue. Show, don't tell isn't just a fun suggestion here, it's an absolute law.
And speaking of visual communication, the writer actually mandated that the exact words 3D animated Pixar style be included in the description of every single scene. Now, why do that? Well, at this breakneck speed, you just can't afford for the audience to spend even 1 second figuring out what they're looking at. By demanding this super familiar, bright, and highly expressive style consistently, the script essentially guarantees that viewers feel completely comfortable and engaged the exact second the short begins.
Moving on to Section 2, let's talk about designing the cast and the power of visual shorthand.
So, when you have absolutely 0 time for a slow, drawn-out backstory, immediate visual shorthand is a total necessity. You have to look at a character and instantly know exactly who they are and how they fit into the group. Take Lumi, for instance. She's a kid girl with bright orange pigtails and a red star hoodie. That instantly signals bright energy and tells us she's the brave leader. Next is Bloop, this round teal frog creature wearing a little purple bow tie. That round shape and formal bow tie immediately scream clumsy and funny, right? And finally, we have Zara, a kid boy with purple glasses and a purple vest, visually communicating intellect for his role as the quiet, smart one. Notice those bold, contrasting colors. The reds, teals, oranges, purples. You recognize their distinct personalities before a single line of dialogue is even spoken.
And honestly, this is exactly how you establish team dynamics with 0 exposition. It's action versus intellect, fire versus calm. Just compare Lumi, the brave leader, to Zara, the quiet, smart one. By placing these contrasting archetypes right next to each other, the script instantly creates a beautifully balanced, compelling dynamic. The audience immediately understands how these two will interact and solve problems together, and it's entirely based on their roles and visual cues. No backstory needed.
Now, here's a really fascinating quirk of this script's blueprint. The writer insists that these full character appearances, the pigtails, the bow tie, the glasses, are repeated in every single scene's description. From a production standpoint, this is actually vital. When an animation team is working at breakneck speeds, maintaining flawless continuity is incredibly difficult. It's like a giant puzzle. By baking the full visual description into every 6-second block, the writer leaves absolutely no room for error. It ensures that crucial visual shorthand remains perfectly constant the whole way through.
That brings us to Section 3, the 36-second arc, and how plot progression actually works here.
Okay, so we've got our rules and we have our cast. But how in the world do you map a traditional, satisfying 3-act structure, a setup, a conflict, and a resolution, onto an environment where every scene evaporates in just 6 seconds? Well, you use a perfect symmetrical equation. Just look at the math here. The total runtime is mathematically divided into 3 equal parts. The beginning gives us exactly 12 seconds for the setup, the middle gives us 12 seconds for the escalation and discovery, and the ending provides the final 12 seconds for the resolution. It is quite literally a flawlessly balanced narrative machine.
And watch how the actual story beats fit perfectly into that rapid math. Beat 1, the ball is missing, so Lumi, Bloop, and Zara team up to find it. Boom! That's our inciting incident and character introductions done in just 12 seconds. Beat 2, escalation. They track it down, but discover a scared little rabbit took it. Bam! We have our conflict. Beat 3, resolution. They make a new friend. What's so incredible here is the sheer speed of it all. The characters pivot from being on a mission to solve a problem to making a highly empathetic choice, and they stick the landing in record time.
Which leads us into Section 4, the core theme and narrative economy.
You know, there is this really common misconception that hyper-fast pacing, like what you see on YouTube Shorts or TikTok, means you have to sacrifice the emotional core of a narrative, that it's all just flash and no substance, right? But look at the theme defined here: kindness, friendship, and teamwork. When Lumi, Bloop, and Zara find the scared rabbit who took their missing ball, they have a choice. They could be angry, they could forcefully take the ball back. Instead, they choose kindness. They invite the little rabbit to play, turning an adversary into a brand new friend. Because the characters were established so clearly, and the plot was paced so perfectly, this powerful thematic payload just lands beautifully. It absolutely proves you can deliver profound, positive messages to an audience, even if you only have their attention for less than a minute.
And that brings us to the end of our explainer today, leaving us with one final thought. We've seen how constraints can force us to distill our ideas down to their absolute, most potent essence. We've seen how visual shorthand and mathematical pacing can create a complete emotional journey in literally the time it takes to tie your shoes. So, I want to challenge you, whether you're writing a story, pitching a new project, or just trying to communicate a big idea. How will you use your next 30 seconds? Thank you so much for exploring this with me, and keep looking for the structure behind the stories you love.